So, I wanted to talk today about a a new skill that I'm really trying to develop. The skill is letting go. This is a skill that takes a lot of work, and nowadays, what happens is we, as people, take things very personally, and we also want control over everything that happens, basically, and we want what we want also right now. I want what I want right now. It could be entitlement mentality. It could be just you want it so badly because you want to will it into existence so badly, basically. So anyway, I fall under this same trap. If anything, I struggle so much with my emotions, and I want things so badly for whatever reasons, either glory or entitlement or any other one of the excuses to get what I want. It's really kind of funny, but true, very, very true. And over the years, I've had my moments. I've had my moments where I didn't get what I want, and it would just throw me into the worst state possible. I would be angry, I would get rageful, and I'd think negative thoughts and just go off. And also, it would get to the point where I would blame myself, and I'm so stupid, or I can't do this, or I'm not worthy, and the list goes on until you basically beat yourself down. And I've had all of these things. I listened to a very good talk. I believe the gentleman's name is Michael Singer. He was on the Tony Robbins podcast. Guy did a very good book. I wish I remembered it right now. But he also started a billion-dollar company. And in his whole talk, he described the magic and the art and the skill of letting go, of accepting the moment, accepting what has come, and moving on to the next thing. It wasn't like accepting the moment and then, just whatever, and then not doing anything about it, but it was true emotional, physical, and mental understanding of what is going on, that you have no control over it, and doing that so you can do the next thing. And so when I say letting go, I mean accepting the moment, accepting the facts, accepting your emotions, seeing yourself, observing, and then letting all of that go so that you can be optimal for the next thing. And I wanted to really try this out. And so it's a funny thing whenever you set your sights on something like that, because as soon as I did it, the worthy opponent showed up. I got very, very, very sick. It was a respiratory virus or infection, and it got into my lungs, and I was taken out for the count. Still got a little bit of it, but I was taken out for the count. And so my whole life comes to a halt. On top of that, my wife is very pregnant, and she got sick, and I had to take care of her. And then my son gets sick with an ear infection. So the whole house is sick, and I'm probably the worst, but I've got to take care of everyone and account for the limitations of my wife being pregnant. She can't do very much right now. She's 36 weeks, 36 and 5 days today. And then my son, he needs comfort. He has needs. He needs these things. And then my business, I have to, put my business in the hands of my people and let it run on its own. And that's really hard for an extended period of time, probably the most since I've started in 10 years. So I was, today's the first day I feel good, but I was sick for 2 full weeks, and 2 full weeks of fatigue and coughing and hard to breathe and everything really bad. And so in that moment, I had to practice letting go. I had to let go of my emotions in the moment. I had to let go of the things that I would think about because of how bad I felt, and let go of my goals. I couldn't focus very well. I couldn't listen to books very well. I had to let go of all of those things and practice every moment. It was with every painful cough, because the coughing was so bad. I had to let it go because I couldn't let all that stuff build up. Sadly, there was a moment where I faltered and I got really upset. And, after that happened, I had to let go of that moment. I had to let go of it so that I can do better. It just kept repeating. And in the end, today, I feel so grateful for being able to go through that and do that. And the way that Michael Singer describes it, so how do you let go? Well, he says, relax and release. Take a deep breath in, and in your mind, release it. Let it go. Let it go. And I was doing that so much every day. And as everything got thrown into chaos, and then on top of everything, we had a delivery, a labor scare where I thought my wife was going to go into labor, so we had to go to the hospital, and I'm coughing like crazy in the hospital, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh my goodness. And luckily that wasn't what it was, but still it was really hard. And then we had a worry about the pregnancy that started yesterday as well. And it was just one layer, bam, bam, bam. And so I had to be on top of it. I had to be very, very ready. And so I've just practiced every day, relax and release, every moment I could. And looking back, I became the pillar of strength for my family despite being sick. And letting go gives you that strength. Letting go helps you out a little bit more. And I can talk all day about my emotions themselves, but I can say that in these last few weeks, the letting go was one of the things that kept me really able to keep going. And if you practice letting go with just the small things, they will turn up with the big things. You will be able to let those things go and be a better person for it. If you can be a better person for it, you should be a better person for it. You should try, you should aim for it, you should go for it, and be that person that you need to be in those moments. That's what happened to me these last 2 weeks, and it really was a great experience. It was a hard one, but it was a great one. It's going to be chopped up as something that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. These 2 weeks where I was sidelined and I still had to deliver on all my students, clients, family, wife, and child while I was sick. And you know what? Those are magic things. Those are magic things where you see what you're made of, you see you're competent, and you can do it. Go out there and do it. Let go of the things that are weighing you down, the blockages, as Michael Singer likes to say, and relax and release, let it go, and go and get them. All right, thank you. Have a good one, okay?